Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the first week of fall. It is hot out there. It's not like regular fall weather, but cross country is in the air. I'm really looking forward to our conversation with Brent Stephenson. Brent's a really good friend of mine and just a great guy. He happens to be with Boise State University in the professional and continuing education programs. You may have heard of it, called PACE. I'm going to bring him on stage right now. Hi, Brent.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for carving out some time with me today.
Absolutely. Always a good opportunity to talk to you. So thanks in advance.
Well, I got to say, from our baseball backgrounds of coaching Little League and our kids being on, growing up together playing baseball, how about the Mariners, huh?
Well, I tell you what, they're peaking at the right time. So that's probably the American League team for sure. And I like my San Diego Padres chances in the National League. So should be a fun postseason. So we'll see, especially now that fall's in the air.
Yeah, I just had to nudge you a little bit. I love it.
No, thanks.
Okay,
That's funny. That's great.
so Boise State we're so blessed to have them right here downtown Boise, Idaho. You may not know this, but back in the 30s, the chamber and its leadership over about a 10-year period of time helped create and maneuver Boise from its junior college days into what Boise State University is now today.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that connection. Interesting.
So your chamber works with its businesses to make sure we have, good roads and bridges to get to for commerce to happen, for transportation, air service to be increased. And education is a huge focus for the chamber because businesses need talented employees, they need R&D, and they also need continuing education. And that's what we're here to talk about today. So, Brent, tell us a little bit about you, your background, and history of work that led you to PACE.
Sure. Thanks, Paul. Yeah. After decades in the business corporate world, including entrepreneurship. Late last year, I was just kind of looking at something different. I've always had an affinity for higher education. I've always been fascinated about how people, once they get any type of certification, certificates, degrees, how they can continue to upskill and train as that working environment continues to change, which we all see that it does today, big time. And so end of last year, the former director of PACE, I connected with him through a mutual friend of mine at Boise State. And he started telling me a little bit about PACE, what PACE does in the community, how the outreach works, how it's different compared to other, let's just say, professional development and training. And right away, I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to come back and share these things and do more connections within the community to Boise State with some alternative learning. So earlier this year, I jumped right in. I head up business development here with PACE now. And this includes both open enrollment and other things that we do on customized programs within the community. And it's been quite a wild ride so far. But it's really a good story to tell because there's lots of options for continuing education here in the Valley that people don't know about. And that's what I'm looking forward to sharing this afternoon.
Wow, Brent. Well, I'm sure they're stoked to have you. Your expertise in the tech world plays a valid role in your background. And then just your overall business development seems like a perfect role for you. So congrats on your new appointment, Brent.
Hey, thanks. It's been, like I said, quite a ride. And I love spending time on campus here with the energy and then pulling other people in as well. So it's been fun.
Cool. Well, we've got to connect as well, again, not just on a friendship level, but then and a professional level too. So I'm stoked about that. Brent, for those that don't know, can you help me share kind of what the origin story of PACE is? Like, when did that start and why?
Sure. A lot of universities have this. Boise State has a unique one here. Used to be referred to as the Center for Professional Development, CPD, in the early 2000s. And that was really based on what the university needed for continuing professional development for its employees and some outside entities and organizations as well. After the pandemic in 2001, I think because everyone was working remotely, there was an opportunity for Boise State and PACE, what became PACE, to kind of rebrand itself as professional and continuing education. So we fall under the umbrella of extended studies, just a little east of campus in the Yankee building off Park Center.
Oh, yeah.
And the powers that be came together and said, how can we do this differently? What are these needs and how are they changing in terms of what government agencies, individual professionals, businesses, and nonprofits needed? So, like I said, the former director and staff got together and said, let's do a whole new rebrand. Let's do it differently. Let's do our outreach differently. Let's utilize the fact that we have all these faculty resources and go to the community at large and say, hey, what are we doing? How can we do better here? What kind of things are needed besides traditional professional development that we think of when it comes to management training or project management, which are still two big real programs that we do here at PACE, but there are a lot of alternatives as well. So with that, in 2021, the new brand kicked off. It started running really, really quickly. And now we're fulfilling a lot of obligations that we have within the university and extended studies by utilizing a specific classroom on campus, as well as customized programs that we can put together and we can come to you. And so that makes it really, really unique. Now, the other thing I'd like to say is how we do things is a little bit different. It's more facilitation based and not lecture based, because a lot of people, when they think of professional development, think, all right, this is going to be some consultation where someone is standing in front of me and delivering stuff to me. This is much, much more hands-on. And that has proved really well within our curriculum programs and with the community at large, which shares a lot of, hey, did you know that this is what PACE does? And it's pretty cool. Come check it out.
Well, you mentioned custom curriculum and able to travel to your own facilities. So I just wanted to say the chamber wants to connect business and education for a myriad of different ways. One of the ways is to try to mirror the curriculum that universities and schools are coaching that mirrors business and industry needs, right? So I love that PACE can be flexible, relevant, timely. So let's talk about those courses that are, you can pick from before we talk about the customization. But so tell us a little bit about some of the different courses.
Well, right now, the popular courses, leadership management, project management, business and communication, they still get a lot of traction of people coming to our website, registering individually, which is really unique, by the way, because when you come to an open enrollment, you'll have that, let's say that nonprofit professional, maybe an individual student in a grad program at Boise State, and then a business professional in the same room, which tends to work really, really well. These remain really popular. We're doing some alternative programs now, which are very, very popular on building a culture of accountability. We also have one on alignment. So we're really listening to the community saying, this is great, PACE. We love this project management track that we put people through. However, what else is out there? Or here's what we're seeing in the workplace. And we really lean into that. And I think that's really, really good. And like I said, that's more for our open enrollment. But in terms of custom, yes, we might have an organization that utilizes our classroom in the Yankee building in extended studies at Boise State, or we'll put together curriculum and we'll come out to you. I mean, we've done things, and not just here in the Valley, we've done things in Twin Falls East, we've done things north here in Idaho. So we're making it more of a regional pull, which is really unique to meet those needs of what is professional development, what is continued education. I always kind of bring to the table, like, for example, upskilling or skill stacking is really starting to take hold on a professional development role, just like experience. So you can't just go in and say, I'm ready to do this, because things evolve so quickly. And we're able to kind of step in that arena and say, hey, we're here to help. So our courses that are listed on our website remain popular, but we're also looking at other ways to deliver content and have unique engagement from an educational perspective in the community as well. Because we do know that some people going and getting a more advanced degree, a traditional way of doing it, is not necessarily applicable to them. Maybe they don't have the time, maybe they don't have the budget. And that's where we come in. And we've had a lot of success doing it.
So what I'm hearing from you is you don't need to be a student to take the courses. You can apply online, and these courses you take are certificated. They're badged? Tell me about that.
Okay, so when you think of certifications, that's a little bit different, and I'll talk about certificates. We offer CEUs, which are continuing education units. They're not certifications. A certification has to have some kind of accreditation around it, which would have to have a body kind of managing that. We want to be much more fluid with the needs of everyone in the community, right? And so we offer these certificates, if you will, that most organizations, professional, public, and private, really kind of lean into and say, okay, this is a really unique way to doing it. So right now, we really don't have that. We've had some badging in the past. We're constantly trying to look at ways that we can deliver better content that meets those educational needs. But right now, they're referred to as CEUs. And so they're an alternative to that, because a lot of people that come to our courses, even though they think the traditional accredited way of getting advanced associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees are available, there's this alternative thing as well, which can happen faster and can have more of an impact in a shorter period of time within their organizations.
All right, take me through this process. Talk me through it. I'm a client, Brent. I just signed up. We want to do project management. What is that experience like, and kind of what's the time frame, and just kind of take me what we would experience working with you.
Well, both with individuals and organizations. Normally, that's directly with me. So I want to tell people about PACE, what we offer, and what we do. And then the most important next step is to really listen to that partner or that individual and what you're trying to get from this particular course, or what things do you want to see within a syllabus or a curriculum. That's where we do immediately after that a needs assessment. And this is really, really important, because anyone, I think, can go out there and deliver content that we think is going to be applicable. But really the unique thing, Paul, is when we're talking to our, professional business leaders, managers, nonprofits, students, we really have to do this assessment to determine, do these things align? And from a customized perspective, we might have to tweak some things a little bit. And this is what's unique for us, because we're under the umbrella of the university. That's where I can go out to various colleges and say, is this content relative to what this particular organization needs? And that's what makes us really unique.
That's really cool. You can pull from that pool of resources and bring very experienced content and legitimate content to some of these programs.
Yes.
Is there anything else we missed on courses? I just want to make sure.
Well, I would just say, highlight, we have over 35 facilitators. Some are professors at Boise State that we utilize when we do these needs assessments. And it makes it really, really good, especially for the customized programs, which we are yearning to grow more in the community. So we can take advantage of that. So we have a host of resources, I would say, as opposed to an alternative where you have to go from a consultation type process and bring someone into an organization. We can certainly take advantage of a lot more resources, both outside of the university and within the university.
Okay, I got your website scrolling on the bottom of the screen. I would encourage anybody who's watching it to go to the website, look at the different courses, and understand more about their course themes, because you've got business and communication courses, which everybody needs to sharpen their saw on, human resources courses as well. And I love this too, K through 12 professional development courses, tech help. You mentioned nonprofits. There's so many nonprofits in the state of Idaho, Brent, that are ran by volunteers and maybe one employee. Boy, what value could they get out of just taking one business and communication course? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes, we take a real servant approach there, Paul, where think about nonprofits having really constrained budgets, but they still have traditional business needs that need to be met. We try to kind of bridge that gap. And I love seeing it in our open enrollment, for example, where that nonprofit leader is sitting next to a corporate leader, and they do a lot of sharing because they don't know each other very well. And the nice thing is they have a lot in common, and they have a lot of pain points that they can kind of tackle together as they navigate through this professional development and what is needed. And that's where PACE kind of comes in, and we really shine. So that's a bonus.
Love it. Okay, you've got an event coming up October 22nd, and it's your annual leadership summit. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so October 22nd at the Stuckel Center, just in Albertson Stadium, I will be emceeing that event. To be honest with you, this really triggered my desire to come work at Boise State and within PACE because I participated in it last year. It was all these unique business leaders kind of sharing their leadership styles. This one's a little different. If you look on our website, it talks about a leader's journey. So we have a variety and a diverse group of leaders throughout the community that are going to be coming in, sharing their stories with students, other professionals that are there, government agencies. I'm seeing a lot come in and enroll recently. And it's a great opportunity for us to kind of highlight who we are. But more importantly, the people that are participating in this can hear leadership examples because everyone has a different background. Everyone has a different way where they got to where they've navigated through their career. And this is just kind of a great opportunity to share. And last year it was a huge success. This year we're taking it to a whole new level with speakers, etc. So definitely check it out on our website. It's October 22nd, next month, right around the corner. And it would be fantastic to see everybody there because it is I can't say enough about it. It's a very positive experience and everybody will have a lot of fun.
What's the time frame of the event?
I believe it's from 9 to 4 p.m. So it's a full day. It will include lunch. And what better place than the Stuckel Center in terms of looking over the blue, beautiful downtown Boise. It's an upgrade from where we were last year. And I'm really excited about it.
Awesome. Hey, Brent, we just got a couple more minutes here. Is there anything else that you'd like to educate the listeners on while we have you?
Yeah. Last thing I would say is, yes, your thought process in your journey of career development is good. So when you start questioning things, thinking, how can I upskill? How can I work on my soft skills, et cetera? That's where we come in. We're reasonably priced. You can come in and take an open enrollment course. You can connect with me directly or through on our website, which will immediately come to me and try to look at other customized curriculums that we can come and take to you, or you can utilize our classroom. It's a fantastic opportunity to continue your educational journey, and I highly recommend people take advantage of it for sure.
Well, if anybody's listening and wants to take a continuing education class, call Brent up. He's awesome. You'll have a lot of fun, and you'll make a good friend along the way. Brent, thanks again for your time. The connection between the Chamber and the Boise State University is rich. There's a cornerstone member of the community with the university. And thanks again for taking your time with us today.
Hey, thanks for the Chamber for all the good things you do, Paul. Looking forward to collaborating more with you. And again, appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Okay, please like our YouTube channel out there, listeners. Next week, we get to hear from Idaho Botanical Gardens and their wonderful expansion project they have going on. Have a great weekend.